Close-up, a hand reaching for a button with a "Do Not Press" sign hanging above it. Frame, your heart starts beating faster from just the thought of the prohibition. Frame, you pull your hand back, but the desire only becomes stronger. Why does our subconscious work like a naughty child? Welcome to the psychological trap that rules this world. Today we are going to break down the forbidden fruit effect. Why do we want precisely what is strictly forbidden to us? Imagine, you are walking down the street. You see a door that is wide open, you just walk past it. You see a door locked with a padlock and you immediately need to know what's behind it. At that moment, your brain makes a fundamental mistake. It equates unavailability with value. This is called psychological reactance, a theory everyone needs to know. When your freedom of choice is restricted, the brain perceives it as a threat. And to regain control, it starts putting the object of prohibition on a pedestal. A restriction isn't just a barrier, it's a magnet. Remember the classic childhood example? Don't eat cookies before dinner. The very next second, those cookies become the most desired object in the universe. Your brain screams, "That's not fair. I want to be the master of my own destiny." At that moment, the choice is made not for the taste, but to defend your freedom. We want to reclaim the right to decide what we do. And this need for autonomy overrides any arguments of reason. Now let's carry this over to adults. Why is forbidden love the most popular trope in history? Romeo and Juliet became legends not because they were a perfect couple, but because their love was under the threat of a ban. Every secret meeting behind their parents' backs added adrenaline. And our brain interprets adrenaline as love. We substitute a physiological stress response with a feeling of deep attachment. This is a cruel trick played by our own chemistry. You think it's destiny, but it's just the impossibility of access. Accessibility kills romance, which is exactly why many relationships fizzle out the moment they become official. Prohibition keeps dopamine levels at a maximum. You are constantly in anticipation, constantly looking for a loophole. This is a state of constant chase that keeps you from getting bored. As soon as the obstacle disappears, the object of desire becomes ordinary. And that's when disappointment sets in. Because you didn't want the person, you wanted to break the ban. Look at markets, marketing, and politics. The most effective advertising is the kind that says, "This is not for everyone. Limited edition. Closed club. Invitation-only access." We pay huge money for things available only to the chosen few. Because in our heads, if it's forbidden or limited, it means it's elite. We are creatures who only value what is hard to get. This is an evolutionary mechanism. In ancient times, rare resources meant survival. Rare food, rare partners, rare shelter. Today we've transferred this mechanism to designer bags and digital subscriptions. But the mechanism remains the same: I want it because I can't have it. But there is also a dark side to this effect. How often have you started doing things you didn't even like, just because you were told no? How often have you sabotaged your own work when a boss gave strict instructions? It's still the exact same reactance. We rebel against rules, even when they are good for us. We ruin our health because we've been forbidden to smoke or drink. We ruin relationships because we were told this person isn't right for us. Who is in charge here, you or your instincts? Your brain is a master of illusions. It creates a halo of significance around everything that is hard to reach. Look around you right now. What things do you ignore simply because they are accessible? What opportunities do you miss just because they are lying right under your nose? We are blind to anything that isn't a forbidden fruit. We live in pursuit of ghosts. What if you tried lifting the ban? What happens if you allow yourself everything? At first euphoria. And then total indifference. It's a paradox. Total permission leads to a loss of interest. Prohibition is the fuel that keeps the fire of desire burning. Remove the ban, and the fire goes out. We cannot live without mysteries. But we can choose which mysteries deserve our attention. Do you want to spend your life overcoming artificial obstacles? Or do you want to achieve something that truly matters? Intelligence is the ability to recognize this glitch. When you feel an irresistible urge to do something forbidden, stop. Ask yourself, do I want this because I actually need it? Or, do I only want this because someone drew a red line in front of me? The answer might shock you. Often we discover that behind the ban, there is no depth at all. Just emptiness. A pretty wrapper made of our own fantasies. That is the essence of freedom. Freedom is the ability to see straight through the manipulation of a prohibition. It is the ability to say no to your strongest, yet manufactured desires. You are not your instincts. You are the one who controls them. Or at least the one trying to do so. We all make this mistake. And that's okay. The important thing is to recognize this cycle and break out of it. Prohibitions are designed to manage the behavior of the masses. You are not the masses. You are an explorer of your own desires. Think about that the next time you reach for the forbidden button. Is it really worth it? The world is watching how you handle your cravings. Subscribe, and we'll keep hacking these algorithms of consciousness. See you soon.